First and foremost, I should tell you that I have a major scoop regarding Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, their newest legal plan, or something that they were.
You're not kidding when you say this is getting messier. The author of that book deleting her Instagram account, another who plays Baldoni's sister in the film, being harassed online.
Blake, one of Hollywood's biggest stars, recently filed a complaint that shook the entertainment industry, sending shockwaves through the public. In a bold move, Liz Plank, a prominent women's rights advocate and co-host of a popular platform, quits her position in apparent solidarity with Blake. But is there more beneath the surface? Was Liz genuinely supporting her friend, or was she manipulated by a power couple trying to control the narrative? This dramatic turn of events has everyone questioning motives, and as the story unfolds, it's clear this is no ordinary Hollywood scandal. It's a web of intrigue with deep, hidden layers.
And so Liz Plank was a perfect person for them to go after because first and foremost, if you don't know anything about her, I had never heard her name before this scandal. She's kind of branded herself as like the ultimate feminist. You know, she is also Canadian and everything that she does, like I think she majored in women's studies at McGill University. And she's very carefully done work as a big supporter of gender equality.
As the story unfolds, Blake Lively's once flawless reputation begins to unravel. People are connecting the dots, revealing a far less flattering side of the actress. From her cold demeanor during press tours to allegations of being difficult on past sets, Blake's mean girl persona is no longer Hollywood's best-kept secret. The real bombshell? A leaked tape where Blake openly admits to using manipulation tactics to gain creative control on projects. This isn't just rumors or tabloid gossip, it's Blake, in her own words, acknowledging the very behavior at the center of her legal battle with Justin Baldoni. A shocking self-sabotage, to say the least.
And ladies and gentlemen, just buckle up. This is amazing. If you really want to get into how psychotic Ryan Reynolds is, the fact that he cast her as an expert for this will really clarify that for you, okay? I'm thinking, oh, it's got to be something important. No, she appeared as an expert to deliver to audiences what the definition of a bromance is.
Just when you think the drama couldn't get any juicier, Candace Owens drops a bombshell that flips the entire saga on its head. Known for her fiery opinions, Owens reveals a trove of evidence suggesting Ryan Reynolds, Blake's husband and half of Hollywood's power couple, may be pulling more strings behind the scenes than anyone realized. Owens claims that Ryan's controlling behavior toward Blake has been a significant issue behind closed doors, possibly explaining some of her erratic decisions throughout the legal battle. It's a bold accusation, but Owens insists she has the receipts, messages, videos, insider accounts, the whole package to back it up.
I heard on very good authority that the same was done to Liz Plank, okay? So they primed her, got her as an expert of bromance. Sorry, serious expert of bromances, put her on the show. She's a perfect candidate. She's a feminist. And then they tried to pull the Me Too button. She instantly took their side, jumped off of the podcast with him, made a statement.
Blake and Ryan's legal team is reportedly in damage control mode, fighting battles on multiple fronts. On one side, they're attempting to enforce a gag order to prevent Justin Baldoni from releasing text messages and other potentially damaging evidence. On the other, they're allegedly targeting insiders who've dared to speak out against them. It's a full-on scorched earth strategy, but here's the million-dollar question. If Blake and Ryan are so confident in their innocence, why go to such extreme lengths to silence others? What are they so afraid of? The public isn't buying it, and neither are some of Hollywood's biggest names, who are starting to question their motives.
And then they basically asked her to join in as a plaintiff. And what I was told was, like Jenny Slate said, hell no. Her and her people have obviously gone through everything, have read the lawsuits, like a fuller picture rather than just Blake's emotions. And they do not want to go anywhere near this with a 10.
Take Liz Plank's sudden departure, for instance. At first, it appeared to be a show of loyalty to Blake, but as more details emerge, people are beginning to question Liz's true motives. Speculation is swirling that Ryan Reynolds might have played a role in her decision. According to online sleuths, Ryan has a pattern of love-bombing people, showering them with attention, praise, and opportunities until they're fully in his corner. But here's the twist, this isn't just about winning allies. Observers believe it could be part of a larger strategy to isolate the real target, Justin Baldoni. By positioning Liz as a loyalist, Ryan and Blake may have hoped to create an echo chamber of support, making it harder for Baldoni to defend himself. Whether knowingly or not, Liz played into their hands. A theory gaining traction, especially after TikTok investigator Steph with the deets dug into the timeline and spotted inconsistencies. Shady, right.
Poll, and so they are behind the scenes, not just lobbying. Allegedly, Jenny Slate, also Liz Plank, they are literally looking for any individual that will jump on board and solidify her statements that Justin Baldoni is a creep, and they are routinely and continually coming up dry because that's what happens when you lie.
But the drama doesn't end there. Enter Ari Emanuel, one of the most powerful figures in Hollywood, who publicly throws his weight behind Blake and Ryan. On the surface, this seems like a huge win for the couple. After all, if you've got billionaires and media moguls in your corner, who needs public opinion, right? But here's the catch: people are starting to see through the facade. Social media is flooded with comments questioning whether Blake and Ryan are simply cozying up to the right people to shield themselves from accountability. Of course they're friends with Ari Emanuel, one commenter wrote. They're probably buddy-buddy with Oprah and Mark Zuckerberg too. But what about everyone else they stepped on along the way? Speaking of which, let's talk about the insiders who've come forward with their stories. These aren't just random gossipers looking for fame, they're former colleagues, crew members, and co-stars who've had first-hand encounters with Blake. From her claims of being untouchable to allegedly threatening to ruin careers, the stories paint a very different picture from the bubbly, approachable persona she's worked so hard to cultivate. One resurfaced clip from a press junket shows Blake and actress Parker Posey dismissively laughing at a journalist's question, a moment so uncomfortable the journalist later said it made her want to quit the industry altogether.
And we're now all paying attention. So I'm just going to very quickly, before I give you all of the tea that I got over the weekend, I'm going to go over the biggest revelations from the filing.
The drama intensifies as Ari Emanuel, a Hollywood mogul, publicly backs Blake and Ryan, seemingly solidifying their position. On the surface, this support appears like a major win. After all, having powerful figures on your side is no small feat. However, the public isn't buying it. Social media is buzzing with skepticism, as many wonder if the couple is simply leveraging these connections to avoid facing consequences. One commenter questioned, of course they're pals with Ari Emanuel. They're probably close with Oprah and Zuckerberg too, but what about the others they've left behind? Doubts continue to grow.
And one of the most significant allegations in Baldoni's lawsuit is that Lively sought to gain control over the editing process of the film. This is important.
Insiders, including former colleagues and co-stars, are sharing unsettling stories about Blake. These aren't just rumors, they're first-hand accounts of her behavior behind the scenes. Allegedly, she's called herself untouchable and threatened to ruin careers. One resurfaced clip from a press junket shows Blake and actress Parker Posey dismissively laughing at a journalist's question, making the journalist so uncomfortable she later considered quitting the industry. These stories contrast sharply with the friendly image Blake has carefully crafted.
Sidebar: Blake Lively's team has denied all of these allegations. They have responded to this filing, this lawsuit, saying
Blake's closest friends, including her Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants co-stars America Ferrera, Amber Tamblyn, and Alexis Bledel, have come to her defense, penning a letter that praises her as a courageous leader who fought for a safe workplace. While the support seems heartfelt, critics are skeptical, especially given the timing of the letter. Many feel it comes off more as a PR move than a genuine show of solidarity. Public backing from friends doesn't negate the growing evidence against Blake. Adding fuel to the fire, reports have surfaced claiming that Blake and Ryan's team attempted to shut down a website planning to release damaging texts and videos. If the content was fake or misleading, why not simply refute it? The effort to erase it entirely has only raised more questions. With every move to suppress information, the public becomes more doubtful. What is Blake really trying to hide?
Justin won't be bullied by Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, so his lawyer told us that their recent court filings show how scared.
As the narrative spirals further out of control, Blake and Ryan find themselves in a fragile position. Their attempts to paint themselves as victims of a smear campaign are falling flat, and their aggressive tactics are starting to backfire. The more they try to silence Baldoni and others, the more they appear to have something to hide. It's a classic case of the Streisand effect. The harder you try to cover something up, the more attention it attracts. Despite the growing chaos, Blake and Ryan are doubling down. Their legal team isn't just targeting Baldoni, they're going after anyone who questions their story. It's a bold move, but it risks making them seem even more guilty in the eyes of the public.
And he says, like, look, this is just, Hollywood is based on pure fear, cultivated by both of them and their very powerful friends in entertainment.
The stage is set for a dramatic showdown as all eyes turn to Hollywood's most controversial couple, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. With each new revelation, it becomes clear that the truth won't stay hidden for long. So, what's next for them? Will they manage to escape this PR nightmare, or are they headed for a career-crippling fallout? Buckle up, because this story is about to get even wilder, with more twists ahead. Blake and Ryan are in full damage control mode, desperately trying to steer the narrative, but ironically, every move they make seems to backfire. What's really happening behind the scenes? The drama is only escalating, and the stakes have never been higher.
Yes, this is exactly what I want, a puppy to kick in the mouth. And you'll do what I say. So I'm going to show you these exchanges. This is Ryan Reynolds.
Candace Owens isn't just making vague accusations, she's backing up her claims with what she says are explosive receipts. Owens has pointed a finger directly at Ryan Reynolds, accusing him of being the mastermind behind the chaos surrounding Blake. She suggests that Ryan has been orchestrating Blake's legal strategy and tightly controlling every move they make, all while trying to shield them from the fallout. Owens paints a picture of a couple so desperate to protect their image that they're willing to do whatever it takes, even if it means stepping on others along the way. She's also hinted that Ryan's obsession with managing the crisis has caused ongoing tension in their marriage, suggesting it's behind some of Blake's questionable decisions. The big question remains, is Ryan truly protecting Blake, or is he more concerned with saving himself? Either way, Owens' revelations have only added fuel to an already raging fire.
If you look at this scene that was captured on tape, you'll see there's nothing nefarious going on. She says this actually proves her point. There's an argument that she is hiding her discomfort with what he's saying and doing, and she's just trying to finish the scene like any kind of professional. Which way you take it, which way you perceive it, again, that'll be up to a jury.
Blake's support system is stepping up, with her longtime friends and sisterhood of the Traveling Pants co-stars, America Ferrera, Amber Tamlin, and Alexis Bledel, writing a heartfelt letter defending her character. They describe Blake as a loyal friend and a fearless advocate for workplace safety, pointing to her efforts during the filming of It Ends With Us. However, the public isn't fully convinced. Many online believe the letter seems more like a coordinated PR move than a genuine show of support. The timing, coming as Blake's reputation teeters, raises suspicion and casts doubt on its sincerity.
And that also, they say, includes us responding in the public to the montage dancing video that we put out. Why? Because, quote, the Lively Party's counsel publicly described the contents of video footage relating to Miss Lively's allegations as damning. Their statement continued, any woman who's been inappropriately touched in the workplace will recognize Miss Lively's discomfort.
Let's not overlook the website fiasco. Reports suggest that Blake and Ryan's team took aggressive steps to shut down a website allegedly preparing to release damning evidence against them. The site was rumored to host a range of incriminating content, including text messages, video clips, and insider accounts that could expose the couple's behind-the-scenes behavior. Here's the big question. If the content on the site was fake or fabricated, why not just publicly discredit it? Why go to such extreme lengths to have it removed entirely? This move has only intensified speculation that Blake and Ryan are hiding something significant, something they fear could destroy their carefully crafted public image. Speaking of image, Blake's recent PR nightmare is gaining traction. Remember her appearance at the infamous Forbes Women's Summit, where she spoke about wanting authorship and agency over her projects? At the time, it was viewed as an empowering statement from a woman taking control of her career. But now, in light of recent events, critics are re-examining that speech with a much more skeptical perspective. Blake's own words are being highlighted as evidence of her allegedly manipulative behavior. At one point, she described herself as a Trojan horse, laughing as she explained how she would initially present herself as just an actress, only to later assert control over a project once she was on board. That comment is now being used by Justin Baldoni's legal team to argue that Blake tried to take over the creative direction of It Ends With Us.
Creepy Baldoni. Getting close to her, obviously making small chatter not in character so as not to make the scene, which didn't require dialogue, awkward.
But wait, there's more. Justin Baldoni's team has released video footage from the It Ends With Us set, claiming it disproves Blake's allegations of inappropriate behavior. The raw footage shows a slow dance rehearsal meant to be romantic and intimate, with Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Fredman, arguing it demonstrates mutual respect and professionalism. However, Blake's team fired back, claiming the footage actually supports her accusations. They argue Baldoni's unscripted actions, like touching Blake's face and commenting on her appearance, were inappropriate and crossed professional boundaries. It's a classic case of he said, she said, with video evidence open to interpretation, and both sides are using it to sway public opinion.
But yeah, it's just getting super nasty, and it seems like he's not cowering to this attempted gag order.
Yeah, I don't really understand Blake Lively's point.
And it's not just Blake and Justin under scrutiny. Ryan Reynolds is now facing backlash as well. In his latest film, Deadpool 3, his character, Nice Pool, who sports a man bun and makes passive-aggressive comments, is widely believed to be a jab at Justin Baldoni. If true, it's a bold and risky move. Critics argue that using a major film franchise as a platform for personal vendettas is not only unprofessional, but also petty. Ryan's legal team has yet to comment on these accusations, but the internet is dissecting every frame of the film, looking for hidden digs and Easter eggs aimed at Baldoni. Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni isn't sitting quietly. He's filed a massive lawsuit against Blake, Ryan, and their publicist, alleging they orchestrated a campaign to destroy his career. The lawsuit claims that Blake's allegations were part of a calculated strategy to divert attention from her own controversies and shift the focus onto Baldoni. His legal team has even subpoenaed phone and internet records from multiple parties, including major telecommunications companies like AT&T and Verizon. They believe these records will expose the full extent of the alleged smear campaign, detailing who was involved and how it was executed. If they're right, this could be a game-changer in the ongoing drama.
This tool of a lawsuit or whatever to get it into the public atmosphere, and now you're not going to allow me the chance to respond in the same avenue?
Let's not forget the ripple effects this drama is having on their careers. Industry insiders are already speculating that Justin Baldoni's career may never fully recover from this scandal, regardless of the outcome. Reputation management experts point out that entertainment companies are unlikely to take a risk on someone embroiled in such a high-profile controversy. On the flip side, Blake and Ryan aren't emerging unscathed. Despite their legal team fighting tooth and nail in court, their public image is taking a massive hit. It's unclear whether they'll be able to rebuild the trust they've lost with fans, colleagues, and the industry as a whole. So, where does all of this leave us? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. As more evidence comes to light and both sides continue to dig in their heels, it's clear the stakes are incredibly high. Will Blake and Ryan succeed in controlling the narrative, or will Justin Baldoni's legal team expose cracks in their carefully constructed facade? And perhaps most importantly, how will this scandal reshape how Hollywood handles allegations of misconduct and retaliation? There are so many questions still up in the air. Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you're here for more celebrity drama and explosive scandals, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you next time.